Is that a word? Whoopla?
I don't know.
I
I
don't know
think I've
either.
heard somebody be like, "Oh, that whoopla." Like, I think I've heard that.
You know, niggas, we make up our own little words. But a whoopla. Let's do this. I don't care. Welcome, guys, back to another episode of Replay Ritual.
So we're back, and we back.
We back.
We're on schedule too because we could have not have been.
we really
We could
motherfucking
have not have
good.
been.
But
Yeah,
it could have been like, fuck it.
so
You
we
know?
doing a double this. This week is a week, honey. But we're happy to be here.
Yeah, we are.
I am your host, Posh Kates.
And I'm a concept.
Yes.
And you're back for another episode of Replay Ritual. This is episode
86.
dope. And I'm gonna say it right now, Posh.
What?
I'm loving the voice.
Are you?
I am.
I
I
don't
fuck
mind
with it.
having a little raspy voice as
I
well,
fuck
but
with it. Yeah. And I feel like the audience gonna fuck with it too. Sorry.
yeah,
It's different.
I've been actually like I've had a cough. My throat is like hurting, but today I took some medicine that worked. So boom, and I did like some natural stuff. I did a little steam. I just been trying everything. Honestly.
All the home remedies and all that.
Yes, because it's like, Lord, it's just the time. Then the doctor's like, it's allergies. I'm like, liar. Whatever.
It ain't allergies. You lying.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna make sure you don't talk as much today.
I mean, it's fine. I'm gonna do what it's gonna do. It's okay.
Okay. Well,
I might
guess
mute
what?
myself and have like a cough or a
Okay.
cough drop.
That's fine.
So,
That's
yeah.
understandable. Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah. So guess what, guys? Guess what we're doing on this fine little episode today?
It's the last week. So the last week of every month, we're gonna have drum roll. Think. We're gonna have a story episode, guys, the last week, and we're gonna stick to that because we just be doing whatever the fuck we want, but we trying to not do that. So we have a story episode every other week.
Yeah. But you know, it's time to read some stories. Yeah, we're gonna start off the month really because when this drop, it's gonna be October 1st. So
yes, so we're going into the first week. So next week we're gonna have a artist spotlight.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah. All
right. So you ready for these stories?
I absolutely am.
Okay, because I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 today, and
you're tripping for a nigga that just got off of work.
Hey, they don't need to know about it. They don't need to worry about that, and we gonna.
I just want to say one thing. It's crazy how when a bitch has her nails done and her hair done, and also when a bitch does her own hair, just want to put that out there. But when a bitch has her nails done, she feels like a completely new bitch. Just want to say that. Let's carry on.
Yeah, that's when niggas get a haircut too. That's how it is when niggas want to get a haircut. It's just like, what's up? You see the waves? You see him swimming, dog? Can you fuck with it? But yeah. All right, so I got 6 stories. They're short, quick, easy, and yeah, it's gonna be a fun time. And the last 2, you're gonna have a good time. They're like a palate cleanser. They're very sweet and nice. So, all right, I'm gonna start this off with that "Am I the asshole?" And this was 7 months ago.
Well, that's pretty recent.
Mm-hmm. So, am I the asshole for telling my older brother I won't help him with his wife not getting deported? So,
no.
For context, so I, 21, female, spoken to my older brother yesterday when he called me crying because his wife might get deported. She's not a citizen yet, but will be in hopefully a year. But apparently, he voted for Trump. I asked him why he voted for Trump, and his response pissed me off. He told me he doesn't think a woman should lead this country at all, and that all women are good for is being a housewife while the husband. I think that this nigga should go to. So I asked him what would he wanted me to do, and he told me to help him make sure she doesn't get deported. Now, I voted for Harris, and I'm pissed off that he will ask for my help after he called me, quote, sinner last month.
Sorry. It's not funny, but it's pretty funny.
Right. And I told him he's uneducated and it shows. I also told him that if you knew your wife was an undocumented immigrant, then why would you vote for someone who wants to take your wife away?
Stupid ass nigga.
He told me he didn't think Trump was serious about it. That's what's wrong with all the Trump supporters, bro. They didn't think he was serious about it. Okay. And that he thought Trump will stop the LGBTQIA community.
That he would what? Stop them?
Stop them from what? Okay. Hey, I yelled at him because I am part of that community and that I will not help him out because he did this by himself. And that I will not help someone who voted to take away my rights to marry who I want to marry and also take away my trans rights. He got mad and called me spiteful. I told him to seriously never contact me again and that he's on his own. But I won't call ICE on her because I have no bad blood between her, nor will I ever do that to my nieces and nephew. He then got in contact with our grandparents, and they got mad at me for not being the bigger person to help him out because he is still family. And I told them both, nah, that's not happening. And if they continue to ask me to help them, I will block them too. So, asshole.
I think I like this person.
Right. So, am I the asshole for telling my brother I won't help him with his wife, or should I do it anyways and let go of the past?
Okay.
Hold on. There's some details here. He wants me to give him all of my money out of my savings account, which is close to $5,000, and that I've been saving since I was 17 for a new immigration lawyer. Wow. Right.
Okay. Mint to the side of the mouth. Let's go.
Let's do it.
My question is, if Trump was not doing what he was doing with immigrants and he was coming after Ligga Bigga Tigga, would your brother be sitting there trying to save you? No. He would probably be sitting there like, oh, wow, you probably shouldn't be a Ligga Bigga Tigga because you're a sinner. Because that's what he called you previously. Number two, I am the wrong bitch to ask when it comes to like, should you do this because it's family? Should you do this? Your brother sounds like a piece of shit. Just saying. Your brother sounds like a dick. He sounds like an asshole. And of course, now you need me.
Right.
Now you need me. And you want me to give you the money that I saved with my hard-earned heart and soul? No. I'm not giving you my fucking money. And the past is not the past, nigga.
Right. It's about the present. Because you still a dick in the present. So it's just like
you was no, I don't think that he would be the type of brother that would be there to help you if they were coming after your community. I don't think so. I think that he would absolutely think that it was the right thing to do. And he said it. That was the reason why he voted in the first place. So no, I don't think that you should go out of your way. I don't think you should call ICE on her, just like you said.
No, she's not doing that. Yeah, she said.
Yeah, I feel like mind your business. This is one of them situations where it's like,
just let it play out.
You know, niggas be like, damn, that's crazy.
That's crazy. Yeah, that's me. That's me in this situation. You can't come to me after being an asshole in the past and still being an asshole in the present. And I'm sure you're still going to be that asshole in the future. And then ask me to give you the money, all in my savings, all of my money in my savings, to get you an immigration lawyer because you decided to vote for someone you didn't think will take a very serious issue that's been going on in this entire country since the day it was like formed to save your wife based on your decisions. That's ignorant. That's stupid. No.
Where your point was made as well is, let me give you my $5,000 and help you get your wife out for you to be an asshole to me in the future. For the pie to be on my face. And I'm $5,000 broke. Girl.
Out. Come on, bro. No. You're not the asshole. And yes, you should block him. And yes, you should block the grandparents. And yes, you should block anybody who's telling you that you should help this dick. No.
You don't have to block them, but you better put up the heaviest armor of boundary.
That is a quick block.
That is that is the thickest jacket you can put on.
Block.
It's a block jacket.
Keep talking that safe shit. Blocked.
I'm good for a block. Blockiana right here. I just said it to Abe. I just be blocking people. You're blocked. You're blocked everywhere.
We're done. No
you're blocked.
access.
Up, down, sun, stars. You're blocked.
Your
access is denied.
Blocked. Everyone.
Sorry, babe.
All right. All emails being forwarded to spam.
Straight like that.
All LinkedIn requests denied. Okay, blocked.
So protect yourself. That's a block.
Well, she didn't get deported. Hopefully, she didn't. Hopefully, they didn't get her
Hopefully.
ass. Yeah, like that would suck because I know she's a mother, so the kids, damn. All right.
Yeah. A lot of people didn't believe. Next story.
Right. Like, stupid ass. Like, you reap what you sow, honestly. Okay. Next story. And this story has updates. Well, one. Okay. So the title is My Boyfriend of 3 years got a FaceTime last night from a group of drunken girlfriends asking him to show them his fat dick. All right. So my boyfriend Nick and I have been together for 3 years. He's super nice, caring guy, and I never had any serious doubts about things until last night. As the title said, last night while he was with me at my place, he got a FaceTime from his friend we'll call M. Has known him a lot longer than I have. They grew up together, so I have always respected their friendship. I also met many times, and she was always super nice to me and super fun, and we follow each other on social media. Cute. I never had any reason to dislike her or disapprove of their friendship. So, in all honesty, her FaceTiming my boyfriend somewhat late at night don't raise any immediate alarm bells. However, before he answered, he warned me that M was on a beach trip with a few other girlfriends. There were three other girls, four including
What that got to
M.
do with you?
Facts. That's a weird disclaimer, but okay. Without trying to get carried away, I'd like to add some context. Obviously, my boyfriend Nick is 2 years older than me. M and her three other friends are all close to Nick's age, 22, 23, where I'm yet to be 21. Okay, youngie. Including that info expressed the fact that M and these three other girls and my boyfriend all went to high school together, all in the same grade through high school and some middle school as well. Point being, they've known my boyfriend for quite some time. They also known that he's been dating me for 3 years, as these three other girls also follow me on social media like him. I met these other girls a handful of times, but he's not as close to them as he is with. I guess the best way to summarize is that they're M's friends, but because they all went to school together and are all in the same age, they're all fairly good friends. Sure. Anyways, he tell me M is FaceTiming him. He tells me that she's with three other friends and they're at the beach. I told him he should answer them. They're probably having a good time and just want to tell him about it. And that's where she fucked up. He answers. Is in that moment. She knew. She fucked up. He answers. M and her three friends all immediately started screaming my boyfriend's name. They then begin to scream his name, followed by all caps, quote, show us your fat dick. They were all clearly hammered, but I was mortified. What the fuck? My boyfriend seemed pretty shocked too. Told them he was with me and asked what the fuck was that about. The girls all had mixed explanations. They're drunk. They, quote, meant to call someone else, and, quote, it was an accident. I think I'm your face. I think I'm really struggling with this because I'm just so shocked and confused. I feel as though I can't blame my boyfriend though. Clearly, this was not his fault. But at the same time, I do not understand why these girls, these women actually, all fucking adults, would think that it was an appropriate thing to say to someone who has been in a committed relationship for years. It just doesn't make sense. I feel like I'm also struggling with this because it makes me wonder if my boyfriend has created an atmosphere where these women think acting this way towards him is okay. I feel like he would never do something like that, but I'm just such at a loss. Why would these women think that was okay? Why did they only stop when Nick told them he was with me? Also, for what it's worth, I'm obviously upset with these women too. We didn't hang out often, but I'm upset that the few times we did, they were always nice to me, and then they did something so vulgar and inappropriate. I just don't understand. I'm also upset at the fact that they did not produce a single valid explanation why. Clearly, they did not mean to call someone else. They gleefully screamed my boyfriend's name half a dozen times as soon as he answered, And how was that an accident? This whole accident happened around 11 last night, and I fell asleep fairly shortly after. When me and Nick woke up this morning, we talked about it briefly, and then he went to work. M texted him and said something along the lines of, quote, Nick, you're being weird, and we were just really drunk. Tell your girlfriend we're sorry. They were hammered. That was obvious. I still just don't understand why they did it. I've been inebriated and never had I FaceTime someone's boyfriend of several years and asked him to show me their penis. It just doesn't add up. Nor does it really add up that Nick was being, quote, weird. How was he acting odd? I think, what the fuck, was a pretty standard response of that sort of thing. Unless they used to, I'm sorry, unless to him acting a different way. I just don't understand. The only person I talked to about this was my best friend. She knows Nick well, only through me, though, so maybe there are some biases. I think that these women were probably just wasted. She says she agrees that while she and I would never do something like that under the influence, some women will. I suppose she could be right, but again, I had a hard time making peace with that simply because I would never do that, and these women are all 2 to 3 years older than me. I suppose I just can't understand why older women would have such a lower level of maturity. Okay, so yeah, any advice, perspective is appreciated.
Yeah, so I do have some thought pieces on this.
Oh boy.
One of them girls seen his dick probably before. That's number one. Number two is
Boy.
I don't think this is like, oh my God, break up with this nigga. But like, I do think that he probably does act differently when he's just with his friends, as do a lot of guys.
A lot of people do, yeah.
A lot of people do in general. And I'm sure they joke around inappropriately where they just say stuff. The third thing I'm going to say, they didn't know that she was there.
No.
So if they didn't know she was there, then he definitely acts crazy when he's with them. For sure.
Yeah.
I don't know if he's just like slinging his dick everywhere, but like they're definitely talking. And the girls were drunk. But what I was going to say is if they did know that she was there, that seems like one of those things where like, girls will test you and you got to kind of like let them know that you're not the bitch to fuck with in moments like that. But if they didn't know that she was there, like it was given, he just got caught with the fact that either he fucked one of those girls or he just acts differently with his friends, with his girlfriends.
He definitely acts different around them because they have
be
that type
acting
of
wild.
comfortability with him. Because in my
Show me
experience,
your fat is wild. I'll be like, bitch, why
anybody
would
can
I
want
show
to,
you that?
right? What we talking about?
Yes. Before I even said my girlfriend was here, I would be like, what are you, why?
What you
Why would I
want?
do that?
What you want right now?
Yeah.
Because
No,
I
I'm not
have a
going to do
lot of,
that.
I have a lot of female friends myself, and there are boundaries already there. There's no way that's going to be crossed if I'm
I'm
with
never getting
someone
drunk and calling you and saying
or
that. But
not.
that also sounds very Caucasic.
It is. This is the only. Yeah, this is a Caucasic story. What are we talking about? This is a very clear story. Yeah, like
A
even
black girlfriend would have ripped her phone out the hand
it would be hands.
and be like, show you what? Show you what?
What? I'm gonna show you my dick.
Oh, okay.
What's up?
Okay.
Yeah, it's a whole different. The whole context would have been different here. You know, she showed a lot of restraint here for not going off on the FaceTime because what? And I would never let any of my female friends feel comfortable enough to be drunk enough to be like, yo, let me hit that. Or like, what's up? Like, what are we talking about right now?
Show me your fat dick.
One of them definitely had to have seen it.
The thing
sure.
is like, maybe, like, I've been drunk. You've been drunk.
Yeah.
But it's like, we've been drunk together.
Yes.
But it's like, maybe we're boring drunks. Like, we sit in a circle and listen to music and then start like vibing and talking about shit. Like, it's weird. We be like, you hear them drums? Like, we don't really be like,
we're not talking about I'm trying to blow your back out today or
no. I mean, I've gotten crazy, but it's like if I'm with someone that I'm intimate with, Yeah, but
Yeah, that's
like to
different.
call someone
Yeah, that is in a relationship talking about, yo, what are they talking about? What are we what? That's weird.
not at my age now. Not at my age. I don't think I've ever done
No.
that. I think the worst
Age
thing I've
now?
ever done is try to swing on somebody. This is true at a younger age,
Uh,
like, but no.
oh man. But yeah, her feelings of options need to be answered, and we will probably get those answered in this update. Yeah.
Wowzers.
Right. Okay, before I get carried away, I want to thank everybody who weighed in on this. I didn't expect this much traction. I really appreciate the amount of comments offered in this insight. Thank you. I honestly don't have a crazy update that a lot of you seem to be expecting. Damn, that sucked. I was hoping to be like, yeah, she's talking, but you don't know. I talked to Nick and I explained to him exactly why this whole situation made me so uncomfortable. Thank you for all the kind Redditors who suggested to doing that. I also expressed to him that there's a lack of explanation made me all the more uncomfortable. He said he understood exactly where I was coming from, and we seemed to get a better understanding of each other after the talk. He told me that M had apologized more thoroughly the next day. Oh, I'm sorry, more thought out the next day. She had said that her and her friends were beyond smash, and they thought it would be funny to do a FaceTime all their guy friends and ask to see, well, you know.
That's stupid, but that still makes more sense to me. Because like dare type shit. But it's like, no.
No, it's dumb. Whatever. She
And
also
now you need to have a talk with that bitch. Hey, we cool and all, but don't be
keep that weird
using
shit
my
over there.
man
Yeah, no,
as an
no.
example of the game because then I'm gonna have a problem with you.
Facts. Facts. She also went to explain that because they were so wasted, they didn't realize how awkward it was until Nick said, M, my girlfriend is right here. Additionally, their mix of it was an accident and we meant to call someone else explanation sort of makes sense now. When you consider just how drunk they were and the fact that they were in fact calling several other dudes that night. How do we know this? I want to see the call logs, but whatever. Also offered to call me directly and further apologize. Okay. All the contact her and my boyfriend had throughout the conversation was him texting her and he showed me afterwards. I didn't really think that was necessary. Okay, so nothing's really going on between boyfriend and bestie.
It's giving that there's not. So the
Yeah,
whole he might have had
yeah,
sex with
yeah, yeah,
him,
yeah,
maybe that's out the window.
yeah,
But okay, this is giving
yeah. Just stupid.
drunk ass white girls for real
Yeah,
on the
white girl
beach
shit.
having a good
Yeah,
time.
I don't want to draw this situation out more than it already have gone on. I feel as though she's sorry enough, and she does not have my number anyways. For those who are probably going to say that she should have called anyways. At this point, I kind of just want to be over with the whole mess. I did, however, ask my boyfriend and he and M or any of her friends had some sort of relations prior to meeting me. He said no, and I believe him. Okay. Full disclosure, I never thought I would be posting on Reddit, but I met my boyfriend when I was 19. Yeah, we can tell. We can do math. And I fully never apologized to him for texting something that we're sorry. Because I don't know them that well and because they probably just feel super uncomfortable about all of this, I'm not going to ask for an apology. I will, however, think of them slightly different. Yes. And probably preferred my boyfriend not to not go to any parties slash social events they might be at.
Do understand her like the trust is a little weird now.
No, yeah, I don't want you around these niggas. Like what?
You call my man asking to see his dick. I don't know if
Come
I want
on,
him alone with y'all. But
no,
they messed that up. That's on
facts.
them.
Yes, exactly. No hard feelings. It's just the whole incident paired with them not really holding function. I'm sorry, not holding functions they might be at. I'm sorry. I'm like mixing these sentences. Not really holding themselves accountable. There we go. Kind of rubs me off the wrong way. I will always say that because they did not make the call, they probably held themselves to be less guilty than M, which is fair. But I can't help but feel like if I were in this situation, I would still reach out to apologize for the boundaries that were crossed. Oh well. For those of you who kindly suggest Nick may be cheating with highly doubt it. I have been cheated on once before. Perhaps I should have included that in the original post. It is might have added more context to what made me so upset. Anyways, I have been cheated on before and I do not see any of the signs in Nick. I also think he would have had a be pretty skilled if he was doing this, as M has been living in college for the past few years, hours away from us, and Nick and I have been together almost 24/7 for the past few months because COVID is still bad in our country. And all of this, I trust Nick, and I don't think he would do this. And finally, to answer the
It's not giving a
question,
cheater.
yeah, it's not. And finally, to answer the question everyone has been dying to know, yes, my boyfriend is particularly well endowed. No one asked that. No one asked that. No one asked that. I don't know that I will call
We're
it.
not from New York, but the whole world know my name.
I don't know that I will call it a soup can, as someone kindly suggested in the comments
All right.
or my other posts. But yeah, it's fat. My God.
Can we? That pissed me off. The fuck?
Uh,
Get by.
We're done. So the
You
request to
had
see his
me
dick
until you
made
said
me even more
soup
of a convict.
can.
What? Oh, okay. When I finally worked out the nerve to explain this to my boyfriend, he laughed and then immediately started blushing. Gotta love that guy. Okay, that's cute. End of story.
Next.
We did not need that last
Good luck to
tidbit.
you and your man's dick, girl.
Right. God bless you. And what he's carrying. Hopefully you have that for forever. Shit. The fuck?
Sure.
Okay. Well, good for their relationship. All right. Next story. This is titled, I think my husband might be spying on me while I'm on business trips. I can't prove it, but certain instances have me suspicious. All right.
I don't know if I fuck with that, but we gonna see.
We gonna see. So, my husband Harry and I have been married for almost 2 years, together for 5. We have a pretty normal relationship, and I always felt that we share mutual trust in each other. We never broken up, and I can't think of a situation where he would feel that I'm not trustworthy. I feel like I'm going crazy over this. Henry's career usually requires him to travel, rarely, but this year is an exception. His company is in the middle of reorganization, and he has been traveling to do training seminars about once a month. His trips are usually Monday through Sunday. I've confirmed these trips, and yes, these are legitimate. I'll say that we've been handling it well, but for the past few months, my husband's been doing weird things that have caused me to believe he's spying on me or showing controlling tendencies. The first incident was in the end of March when my husband came home and asked how my friend was doing with the death of her dog. At first, I said she was sad, but doing okay. About a minute later, I asked how he knew about that, and he said social media. The only reason I asked this was because I had a phone call in the living room with my friend when the dog died. Not only that, but my friend had deactivated her page because the dog died, so it wouldn't have been on there. I'm the only mutual friend he had with her as well, so I don't think he would see anything that she was tagged on. I asked him if he was watching me as a joke, and he said, seriously, why would you think that? And I explained it, and he said, no, it was on social media. I just assumed his defensiveness was because he had jet lag. It's not jet lag. The second incident was in April when I went out with my friends during the weekend. That Saturday night, I had texted him that I will let him know when I'm home, and it should be around 12:30 a.m. I got home earlier at about 11 p.m. and fondled around in the kitchen for probably 20 minutes. I'll admit, I forgot to text him. I got a text at about 11:20 that said, "You home?" I told him yes, that I was straightening up the kitchen and then going home. I asked how he knew, and he said, "Just figured you'll be already." He told me good night and I went to bed. Normally, I wouldn't think any of this, but this latest incident has me looking back on the past few months. Henry gets home early from a month's trip on Friday. I was super excited because he doesn't have trips until September. When he got home, he asked what I did all week. I explained all my activities. When he said, "Did you have any friends over?" I said, "No." And he said, "Really?" And I said, "Yes." And at this point, I was really confused because I truly didn't have any friends over. And he just huffed and stormed off. Again, I assume he was just tired. I went into the bedroom and asked if he was okay, and he said he was. Later that night, we were talking about my week, and I mentioned my brother dropped off some photo albums of my dad. He sadly passed away, and that he wanted to show me some. Henry said, "Oh, so your brother was here. Okay." And then mumbled, "That makes sense," as he walked
He's
away.
definitely watching you.
Yes,
Yeah.
the nanny cam is on. I have really good hearing, and I don't think he thought I'll hear it. If he had a camera, it is possible he could have heard a male's voice and assume it was another male friend. My brother didn't come in the house, and we talked on the front porch from the front door open. I feel crazy just typing this. Sunday, because he was at his mom's, I decided to try and look around. I didn't want to be obvious, so I kind of just nonchalant walked around looking at things, accidentally knocking things over and looking at them when I picked them up, etc. I'm sure it was obvious because I got a call from him asking, "What am I doing?" I told him just hanging out, and he said, "Doing what?" I told him I was watching TV. I did have the TV on. There was a pause, and he said, "I'm leaving soon. I'll be home in 20 minutes." He was supposed to be there 3 more hours at his mom's house. Someone tell me I'm overreacting and this is not strange. Am I digging too far into this? I don't know how he would know about my friend's dog that in that I was home early that one night. There's got to be something going on, right? He's never acted this way before. He never acted like this before February. It's weird. I got home after him doing a week, so I don't get too much time alone aside from showers, bathroom visits, etc. Help.
Okay, so you know when they say to like listen to that voice inside and like it's your intuition like speaking to you? This is that.
This is that moment.
Your intuition is literally on point. He is watching you. And there's so many things wrong with that.
Hmm.
So many things.
Dog.
And even the way that you're writing this and feeling uncomfortable about it is
Mm-hmm.
because you know that you're uncomfortable about it and there's something wrong with it. But yes, he's watching you.
Mm-hmm.
It's too much checking in on what you're doing. What the fuck is he doing?
Seriously. Seriously.
This story creeped me out a little bit. I'm not gonna
And
lie.
no, it is creepy. It is creepy to be like you're in your own home and you are literally thinking you just there by yourself, but there's a pair of eyes watching you,
Just watching you and then in your
listening to you.
conversations.
Yes. Like you can't have a private moment because this nigga is just like on your ass. Like who you with? Who you talking
I
to?
don't like
That
that.
conversation. Like
I don't like that.
the fact that he knows all your conversations when you're speaking in the house is crazy.
The fact that he's asking about your business, like, number one,
Thanks.
I know people pillow talk, like, cool. I would feel like even if I
That's
was like,
different.
maybe I would tell you that
Yeah.
later on, babe,
Yeah.
but it's like, you just inserting yourself into my friend's business, number one. It's a
Hmm.
dog, I understand, but it's like,
Still, yeah, that's something I will tell you when I want to tell you.
I don't like that. It was her, throwing the stuff around on purpose and then him calling
Yeah, what
and
you
then being
doing?
like, "Imma be home in 20 minutes,"
Facts.
because he's watching you and he thinks that you're doing something crazy, so he's like, "I need to go home."
No, he just don't want you to find the device that he's listening and watching you with.
Right.
And that is not okay.
And that's your intuition. Your intuition is screaming.
Right. To get the fuck out. Get out of this relationship, honestly. You should not have someone who's watching you 24/7. And I get like you forgot to text them that you got home. It happens. Like the fuck? People forget.
Yeah. Him asking, "Did you have friends here?"
Hey, who you had
No.
at the house is
You
crazy.
didn't?
Okay.
I
Right.
just said I didn't.
Like,
Like, what?
mm.
No, babe, I didn't. Like,
And she was like, "Oh my, yeah, my brother dropped off some photo albums of our father who
that nigga ain't
passed away."
nobody.
Okay, that makes sense. Yeah, 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 yeah. What? That made sense? Hmm. Okay. Yeah. Yeah.
No.
No, you're not losing it, mama. You gotta get out. Get out. Find that device, divorce. Cut it. Charge it. All right. Next story. This one in my asshole, and this is 2 months ago.
Whoa.
Yeah. Yeah. In my
Okay.
asshole for telling my heavenly pregnant friend her fiance was in a documentary.
My heavily pregnant friend. Heavily. She's very pregnant.
She's OD pregnant.
Okay.
Yes. Okay, it's currently 4 a.m. and I feel so guilty right now. I can't sleep. I'm sorry to hear that. Okay, so myself and a few girlfriends decided to watch a documentary that's been trending. Not gonna lie, I was expecting a documentary showing a human side of a certain person, but yeah, as someone who has watched the documentary knows what it is. On to the issue. My friend's fiance was one of the thousand. I wasn't. Was this shit? Okay. Was one of the thousand. I wasn't the first person to notice two other friends were. First, two noticed I didn't. Chick, your grammar is horrific.
This is rough.
Horrific. Okay. I wasn't the first person to notice. Two other friends were first to notice. I didn't believe it at first, but with a second watched it was definitely him. Not even though his face was covered, the body shape and especially the tattoos were undeniable. We
Okay.
debated till the early hours of the morning if we should tell her or wait because she's 8 months pregnant. And in my opinion, if someone cheats like that, it's not the first time. And I'd rather lose her friendship for telling straight away than her finding out I knew hid it because let's be real. When you tell
Did we
someone
find out
news
what the
like that,
documentary is about?
I'll tell you.
Okay.
There's a huge chance they'll hate you. They'll hate you and not the cheater. So this documentary, it's not really a fucking documentary. So I don't know if you remember that story where this white girl said she was gonna fuck 1,000 dudes in 24 hours.
Yes.
She made a little video documentary about the experience.
And she thinks that her friend's man was in that documentary,
Yes,
but it didn't show his face.
it did show his face. Show his
I'm
face,
telling my friend, fuck out of here.
body
Like,
shape,
what?
and tattoos. Like they know this man's entire physique.
I
So
think I would tell my friend.
yeah, I think anybody who's normal would tell their friend about this.
I would at least do it in a way like, girl,
Watch this.
this, oh, I'm tripping. And I would do it low key, not around a group of other girls.
No, just
Very,
me and
very
you.
low key.
We're
Nobody
gonna
knows. Because that's what be our bitch's problem. Y'all feel like y'all got to air it out in front
in
of
a
the
group.
whole classroom.
Like
And
what
it's
we
like,
doing?
no.
No, no, no. So this Sunday morning, I asked my friend to meet up to talk. I showed her the evidence, and the minute she looked at the picture, she knew it was him and broke down. I expected her to be angry at me, but she thanked me for being honest, as multiple people have hinted that she should watch the documentary instead of being upfront like I was. I end up driving her to her mom's house. I'm guessing she told her fiance I told her because he's been blowing up my phone, calling me an evil little homewrecker who ruined not only his life and calling me out on social media for trying
I would literally text him back like, bitch, fuck you, and leave it at that.
facts, calling me on social media for trying to ruin his relationship and wanting his unborn daughter to grow up without a dad. My friends are
You wanted your
angry,
unborn daughter to grow up without a dad because you was in a documentary about.
doing some nasty shit. Like that's nasty. My friends are angry with me for telling her straight away and not waiting until she had the baby in case the stress will cause issues to her health. I don't give two shits if I'm being honest about her fiance, but I do feel bad for putting my friend in this situation while very pregnant and worried if something does happen to her, it would be my fault. Like maybe she would have watched it herself and found out her own. So am I the asshole for telling my pregnant friend her fiance was in a documentary?
I don't think so. And your friend also said that you weren't the asshole because
Facts.
I just no, like she deserves to know the truth. And the thing about it is like he did this.
Mm-hmm.
You didn't do this. He was in a documentary that everybody could see. Somebody would have told her at some point.
Some
Like,
point. Some point.
and he's fucking stupid for having her out here pregnant and looking crazy while he's in a public documentary. Like, it.
That's disgusting. To do that type of shit, like that experience, it's just like, dude, what are you doing? You're about to be a father, and your girl is pregnant, and you're doing this. You volunteer to do this.
And instead of taking accountability, you want to be in
You
my
want to blame,
phone
right?
blaming me. No,
You
bitch,
want
it's
to
you.
blame other people for your actions. That makes no sense. That makes
That
no
is
sense.
fucking crazy.
Well, I'm glad that the friend did, was understanding and be like, "Look, thank you for bringing this to me." Like anybody who should, like, if you got to tell your friend something life changing like that, I would hope that person be like, "Look, I'm bringing this to you as your friend to like, you need to watch out. Like, this is what he's doing. All right. Like, not a lot of people will believe it, one. And some people be like, so what you trying to do? What you trying to do in this relationship? But it didn't go that way. And I'm happy it didn't go that way because this could have went far left. So God, be with the mother. She's not back with that nigga because you know how people be. But
Especially with their kids.
That's the father of my child. Gives a shit. Co-parent from a distance.
He's a whore.
He's a whore. All right, next story.
One wasn't quick, but the rest of them seem quick.
All right. This one will make you smile. The title is I Found Out How My Roommate Treats My Cats When I'm Not Home. All right. I, 24 female, live with my cousin who's 30. I have three cats, one adult cat, and two 12-week kittens. And whenever I'm home, he want to be mean to them in a very joking and lighthearted way.
That nigga love them. I'm telling you. The niggas that be the meanest to the cats, they love them. They be on them. I know that when you're not there, he be like, oh my God.
He'll call them names like fats, dumbass, etc. But it's in that bullying as a love language type way. And I have never been afraid of him actually mistreating my cats, especially because they clearly adore him. He plays in roughhouse with them, he pets them, but he never gets all lovey-dovey the way I do with them. Or so I thought. I live in a 2-story townhouse with my bedroom being on the second floor, and I always keep my door open so that the cats can go in and out. Yesterday morning, I had woken up and not gotten out of bed yet, and my two kittens were playing on the landing just outside my bedroom door. I heard my cousin started to walk up the stairs, and I stayed as quiet as possible. I knew he thought I wasn't home because when I'm home, he always calls up to me to ask if I can come up. I have given him permission to go in my room when I'm not home to play with my cats. My door was cracked open about a foot, and I see his arm reach and says, "Scoop," and grabs a kitten. Then a minute straight of kissy sounds and baby talk. Quietly watching from my bed, trying not to let out a giggle. When he
What did I say?
When he suddenly stops, slow turns, and makes stunned eye contact with me through the crack of my door.
Because I caught you, nigga. I caught you.
When he realized I saw and heard the whole thing, he got embarrassed and said, I saw
You
them
love
running.
them. Right.
I saw them running around up here and thought I could come play with them. I laughed and said it was totally fine. He retreated back downstairs to put his tough guy personality on. The photo above is one that sent me having cuddle session with baby George.
That really did make me smile. I knew it. Niggas will always be like ill cats just to be like in love.
I ain't gonna hold you. I did
them.
that. I did that with a particular set of cats.
Right.
I'm not a cat guy, but I am a cat guy for.
You are like the ultimate cat uncle. Are you kidding me?
Yeah. When it
Like
comes
you're
to
like
Kofi, when it comes to Kai, when it comes
I have
to
pictures of this nigga.
Nugget and
Mushy.
Mushy is my boobay.
Yes, like you playing.
I love the boy.
Esco.
That's
Yeah,
good.
you're like the ultimate cat uncle. Like you
When
like
they love me,
I
I
can't even
love
picture
them.
you.
You love me, I love you.
Whatever. It always be niggas like, ugh, cats.
But I was
That'd
like
be like,
really cats to those three. Like, but then I had them for a while, and I
and
was like,
Kofi,
I love them.
you and Kofi are like,
That's my bitch. That's my girl. What? That girl kept me like the way she would hug me.
I know. Kofi loves you. And
Love
now
it.
you have a new niece
Right?
that you
And
have to
Kai,
meet.
that's my girl too.
Have you met Kai? No.
Yes.
You've met Kai?
Yes.
Okay.
You were still in the older apartment.
I was. She did come to the old apartment. But wow. Okay. Yeah. You should see them now. So sweet and delicious.
Can't wait.
Yeah.
All right, just a quick update.
Wow.
Yeah, a while back I made a post about how I caught my roommate, baby, talking my cats, and I have a new adorable development. A couple months ago, I went on a family vacation, so my roommate took care of my cats while I was gone. During that week, he accidentally started a new routine with them. hmm Each time he'll fill their cat bowls, he'll stand there and give them pets and scratches while they ate. After a couple of days, they decided that that was now a requirement. Only with him, though. They don't make me do this.
They bonded.
It's a wrap. Those are his cats. Those are his.
Yes, he's gonna get a cat. He's gonna live on his own and get a cat.
Now, every day when he gets home, they run to the door to excitedly greet him and then run to their food bowls. And they'll sit there and yell at him until he goes over to give them pets while they eat.
See, cats make you feel special.
Very cute. The funniest part about that, they're free fed. I just keep their bowls full so that they can eat whenever they are hungry. I know some people frown upon that, but my work schedule is too unpredictable to keep up with them on a constant feeding schedule, and none of them are overweight. So it works out for us.
These
Even
cats sound trained though. They go to eat when they get their pets.
right, that's the new routine.
Right.
Even though they have constant access for food, they'll wait for him to get home from work to have dinner so that he can give them scratches. It's so sweet. Yeah. Yeah.
We love a wholesome story.
Yeah.
That was great. Thanks.
I had to squeeze that in because I know all my cat people.
Yeah, you're surrounded.
Yeah, very much so.
You are too now a cat person.
Yeah, I like cats. I just don't want to do the other thing.
No.
The box. The box thing is just not my thing.
I get it.
That's
It's
it.
awful.
Yeah. If they didn't have the box thing, yeah, I would have cats all the time. All right, our last story, and very short, very sweet. Right? Title is Do I Tell My Wife the Truth After 11 Years? Dum dum dum.
I guess, nigga, damn.
When we first started dating, my girlfriend asked me what my favorite meal was, so she could cook it for me for our 1 month anniversary.
The meal sucks. The meal tastes like water. That's just what I got from this.
Oh God. We were 16 and I told her my favorite meal was chicken parmesan. Chicken parmesan. She cooked it for me from scratch and it was delicious. However, I realized that what I meant to say was chicken Alfredo. It's two different things. Two different things. Two different.
How do you even fuck that
I
up?
don't know how he fucked it up. I felt bad that she went out of her way to cook what she thought was my favorite meal, so I didn't correct her or myself. Fast forward to now, we've been together for 11 years. We've been married for 2 years, and once a month or so, she still makes chicken parm for me because she thinks it's my favorite.
No, you gotta tell her. Sorry. Go
It's
ahead.
really good, but it really just not my favorite. At this point, is it way too late to let her know the truth, right?
No.
Right, it's never too late, my guy. It's just food. It's food.
You'll still eat the chicken parm, but be like,
Right.
babe, I messed this up. I
Yes.
want this on one. Get 2 meals a month. What?
What the problem? There's no problem here. This is just about food.
This
This
is
is
not a
not
problem.
some like detrimental thing that
This is
could
not
make
an
y'all
issue.
divorce. What?
Actually,
This is
it's
a great
giving you about
secret.
to come up. You about to have chicken parm the first week of the month,
What?
and then you're
then
gonna have chicken
Alfredo?
Alfredo
Come
the middle week
on,
of the
bro.
month.
Give me
I
that.
feel like you're in a good space.
Give me
I
that.
thought her food tasted like dust. It
Bro,
doesn't.
I was waiting for that. Yeah, it's been trash for the past 11 years.
Yeah,
And
that's a rough one. I don't know what I would tell you to do there. But what? We about to be getting fed?
Facts.
Hell
It's
no.
food, my guy. Like, who would be upset and be like, yeah, I made a mistake and told you that I like this, but I prefer this?
Like, hell no. I would be like, babe, listen. I like this chicken parm. This chicken parm
like the way you do this chicken
eats. But what I realized is I like the white sauce.
Yeah, the red sauce.
And I feel like the way you bust this down,
I know that white sauce.
You can bust that down.
Top notch.
That's
it.
it.
That is it.
I feel like the way you do this, I know you're gonna fuck that up.
Mm-hmm.
You got 2 meals a month.
What's going on? That's heaven. That's heaven.
This story was stupid. Next.
To end it, update. I'm glad my travesty brought so many of you joy. I apologize for taking so long to update you all, but I was vexed with a life-altering decision and needed to weigh my response I received. I ultimately decided to tell my wife the truth.
Good job.
Boy,
I know.
I'm not sure I made the right decision after all, because I was far more embarrassed now than I ever was over this. I've never seen my wife laugh the way she did that night. Just when I thought she was done laughing, she will start up again, over again, just
Because that's
laughing,
mad funny.
because it's very, very funny. We now have this incredible inside joke for the rest of our lives together. Thank you for everyone who commented for the advice.
Yeah, because you're stupid. How you get the red sauce mixed with white sauce? That's why I would be weak. That you
Right.
got the red sauce mixed up with the white
Like,
sauce.
you got breaded fried chicken with some red sauce and some
Yeah.
nice little fettuccine pasta, and then you're
Yeah.
like, "Yeah, I meant the fettuccine pasta with the nice
It's
grilled
giving that
chicken."
your food tastes like water because you don't know the difference. When once you're cooking, you have me all fucked up in the game. Like, those are two different dishes.
Yeah, food tastes like water.
Like, I would
Oh,
not trust you in the kitchen,
guys,
like, at all.
like, you don't know the difference, my guy. Like,
I
what?
ask for an apple, you give me an orange. What's up? Like, no.
Boy. All right, y'all. Those were the stories for today.
Okay. Are you replaying anything or no?
Um,
It's giving no.
no, I ain't had the time.
I understand that. It's been a rough week. I haven't been replaying. I've been on podcasts more so this week than replaying anything. But yeah. All right. Any shout outs?
Well, shout out to my sister Elizabeth. I forgot to do it last week because my parents were with her in Texas.
Okay.
She live out there in Texas, and she sent
Yes.
me a nice, beautiful gift, a bottle of brown. She knows her brother, so shout out
That
to
week
her.
you were.
That week, yeah, yeah, yeah. So I want to give her a shout out for just being the best sister that a brother could ask for, and yeah, that's it.
I want to shout out Ave because she's on a journey right now. She got some things going on behind the
Let's
scenes. So
go.
send prayers and just like good lucks to her on her new
Let's
journey.
go.
Shout out to my good sis.
Shout out to our good sis. Love, 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 love.
And shout out to Libras. It's my mother's birthday month, October 22nd.
Okay.
It's Libra season, big Libras. Y'all are fucking crazy, and I don't fuck with y'all like that, but I also love y'all.
Love it. Love to all the Libras and Mama Posh.
Yeah.
So, y'all know what to do. Make sure to follow us on all our social media platforms. That's Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, Replay Ritual. And you can find us on TikTok. That's
Replay
Replay.
dot ritual.
There it
Replay
is.
dot ritual.
There it is. And you can also subscribe to our YouTube channel, which is Replay Ritual.
Yes, subscribe to
Subscribe,
the
like,
YouTube
the videos are up. Okay,
every
run it up,
Thursday.
run it up, run it up. All right. And if you don't like to do social media, you don't want to watch us on YouTube, and you want to talk to us directly, you can just message us on the emails. That is message replayrituals@gmail.com. That is message replayrituals@gmail.com. Send us an email. Send us your dilemmas. Send us your love. Send us your art. Send us whatever
Send us your
your heart desires.
music. Send us
Yes.
your music.
All right. Let us know what's going on with you, and we will love to collaborate.
Facts.
All right. So, Bosh, anything else you want to say to our lovely people?
Rest in peace, Asada Shakur. That's
Some
what I want to
peace.
say. Word.
All right, y'all. We will talk to you when we talk to you.
All right.